efficient, not only in unit sales and unit appointments, but as a result, you saw their name #1 in the division in regards to earnings. Top earners right here. Senior executive unit leaders, row circle members. Can you just share with the group how often you are out with your team recruiting new team members? What have you found that works best for you when it comes to building your team?
All right, so and I'll translate. Pablo asked me to translate. So, María y Pablo han tenido un éxito tremendo. Han sido número 1 en varias diferentes indicadores. ¿Cuál es no el secreto, pero qué es lo que ustedes hacen? ¿Cuánto frecuente ustedes salen a reclutar con sus equipos y qué clase de eventos hacen?
Gracias por invitarnos. Voy a decirlo en español. Me demoraría mucho hablar el inglés muy despacio. Si me ayudas más, sería mejor.
She said she's honored to be invited here, and thank you. And she said she's going to speak in Spanish because sometimes she tries to speak in English, she gets a little nervous. I will be happy to translate. Okay.
Okay. Nosotros acostumbramos a aprovechar cada momento que se presenta con nuestro team. Cada vez que hay un evento grande, cada vez que haya una market, cada vez que hay una feria.
All right, they're constantly scouting out opportunities in their market. Their zip codes of what's going on, whether it's community event, a fair, anything that's happening in the community where they can set up a table or go out recruiting with their team. They're constantly looking at the newspaper or constantly what's going on in the community.
Mucha publicidad. Pablo tiene un gorro Avon, camisas Avon, yo, cartera, siempre usar algo de Avon. Mucha publicidad. Estamos comprando, estamos en el banco, estamos en Avon.
They're always wearing Avon hats, Avon shirts. Pablo, as you see, he's always, that's true, it's true. So they're always, as we say, Avon down, okay? Muy bien.
I have one more question for you. You were a top seller before becoming a leadership representative. So what made you decide to start building a team?
Antes que entró al liderazgo, like Marianne Penn, como Marianne Penn, era un top seller. Y sé que no se había entrado al programa de liderazgo. ¿Qué fue lo que la convenció? ¿Qué fue lo que usted miró que al fin se tiró a reclutamiento y a empezar a abrir camino con un nuevo equipo?
Mucha gente empezamos y nos entusiasmamos en el momento ganando dinero vendiendo. Eso es muy bueno. De acuerdo al volumen de nuestras ventas, tenemos un porcentaje. Eso es bueno. Pero lo que nos animó es que el liderazgo nos permite ganar un cheque cada 15 días. Ayer llegó a nuestro depósito $5,100.
All right. She said, let me translate now. Some of you understood the number though, I know. She said that for those traditional representatives in the room that only sell Avon, she said that's a great thing. That's something she did for many years, and it's a wonderful business, and it's great. She made a lot of money that way. But what really convinced her, what really changed her mind about really going into leadership was that it was a check and people, as you say. It was a check every 2 weeks, residual income, as we call it, that comes from her team's earnings. And she's proud to say that her team's earnings this week was $5,100 for these 2 weeks. Outstanding.
I have one more question. So the Hispanic market is a very successful segment for our Avon representatives. So Maria and Pablo, do you have any recommendations for our audience members who are non-Hispanic and how they can attract that kind of business to their team?
El mercado latino, especialmente aquí en Virginia del Norte, es muy importante. ¿Qué consejos tiene para las representantes que no son latinas, no hablan español, para poder ellas penetrar el mercado latino también?
Okay, I have to say, the first thing, you have to learn Spanish. Well, this is one advice, but Spanish because I have a lot of people speaking Spanish and Mark can translate. Para todos los aquí presentes, les digo que nuestro mercado hispano es muy fuerte, nuestra comunidad es muy fuerte, y para todos aquellos que quieren llegar al mercado hispano, claro, tienen que también tratar de aprender español, pero también pueden conseguir a una socia o alguien que trabaje en equipo que sea bilingüe, de manera que se puedan apoyar y poder llegar al mercado hispano.
Okay. All right. He said, he says that with half-hearted, but at the same time he means it that, with learning Spanish, obviously you have an edge. However, if you don't speak English, you don't speak Spanish, and you really want to penetrate the Latino market, you really have to find that one ambassador in your team that you partner with. There's so many, I'm going to add a little bit, there's so many Latino representatives that are bilingual. And that's really where the secret is. And what he's saying is start building that support around you. Start finding those folks that will really help you be that support around you. And we've seen a lot of successes like that around the division. So thank you, Bob, very much. Very good. As we move forward, as we move forward, think of some questions. Okay, piensen algunas preguntas that you might have for them at the end. When Anna and I are done, we'd like to open it up to the group for some questions. By the way, Rosa and David, your manager, originally when you first started, la gerente con que ustedes empezaron, okay, and that you partnered with, and was one of the ones that I know you really say that, she was a big part of your success, que era una gran parte de su éxito. Was she a Latina? She was not. She was a German district manager that spoke no Spanish, but she found their ambassadors, but I'll let Rosa elaborate a little on that. I love the story.
Yeah, she don't speak Spanish, and I didn't speak English at that time. I just only say yes and no. And I'm a traveler to understand all her meetings, but I get close to the person, the representative in the meeting, who was bilingual. And I asked her what she said, what she explained, what the commitment that she teaches in the meeting. Because I was willing to learn, even I didn't speak English by that time, 23 years ago. Today, I think I do it better with my English.
You're doing very good. All right.
Do you have some questions for Donna?
Yes. Donna. I got to tell you, Donna has been so impressive. Donna's a new representative. I say new, she's just joined in campaign 3. All right? Campaign 3. Not shy at all, but none of these folks here are shy actually. But campaign 3, and Donna, you want to share a little bit of success with you, because since campaign 3, Donna has already recruited over 30 representatives into her downline. So, 30 representatives, she's a unit leader, she's on fire. Desde la campaña 3 que Dana ha entrado, Dana ha reclutado más de 30 representantes. And she was clear to me, how many I recruited or how many are pending now? She's like, oh, it's the new lingo. So Dana, if you could just share with the group a little bit, if I were to ask you, what are 1 or 2 key parts of the success of since campaign 3, since you've come along, that really helped you move forward?
Sure, I just want to say thank you for inviting me to share. I would say my main success was when my upline, Millie Barrett, who is here right now, she had told me about our district manager, Teresa's family, and she said, she's amazing, you need to partner with her, you need to get with her. And so I said, okay, well, when I signed up, by my second day, I had someone who wanted to sign up as well. So she said, okay, we got to get you into the leadership meetings. I said, okay, I'm just following along with what she's telling me, because I know she's doing something that's working. So I thought, why don't you follow these people? So I went to my first leadership meeting, and that's when I met Teresa's family, and I just loved her to death, and I started really partnering very closely with her. We did one of our first outings, which was at a mall. We went shopping. She taught me the ins and outs of shopping, and now I go out on my daily, my everyday daily events. And even ask my husband, I talk to anybody and everybody now, grocery shopping. I just learned to incorporate Avon into my own daily life. So that is probably my first success, what has helped me to get to my success. My second thing that I would say is my relationship with my team. I feel it's very important to have a strong, close relationship because without a good upline, they're not going to know how to be successful. So being a good upline to them and a good example to them will help me in the long run and will help them as well.
Excellent. Solo para traducir la relación con su gerente número uno, ¿okay? Con su gerente y su upline, que es Mili, y su gerente Teresa, y también la relación con su línea descendente, que es muy, muy importante para ella, muchos eventos y muchas actividades. Thank you so much, Thank you so much. Let's go to Olga. Olga, I got to meet Olga, and Olga, I'll translate for Olga as well. I got to meet Olga at an event, and I saw this energy in her, and David and Rosa said, you gotta watch her because she's going all the way, and she's just starting to get into leadership now. And but what caught my eye was her sales. Olga la conocí en un evento, un domingo que estuvimos en un evento de reclutamiento, y de verdad que tiene una energía pero magnífica, y Rosy me dijo, póngale el ojo a Olga porque ella de verdad que va a ser una estrella. Pero a mí lo que me atrajo loco mucho fue las ventas de Olga. Olga is an Honor Society member only within 2 years of the Avon. Okay? Already at 20,000 and above within 2 years of Avon. Y Olga está vendiendo ahora un promedio de $900 por campaña. She's selling an average of about $900 per campaign. So we'd like to hear a little bit about how she does it. Así que Olga, te voy a preguntar en español. I'll ask you in Spanish and I'll translate for the group. Una o dos claves de qué es lo que ha hecho para de verdad tener tan fuertes ventas, llegando al punto donde ya está $900 en cosa de 2 años.
Bueno, muchas gracias por haberme incluido en esta participación. Voy a hablar en español también. Bueno, una de las claves que me puse como una representante de Avon fue un objetivo personal, y ese objetivo personal fue que cada campaña subir un 100 o $200.
Okay, let me stop right there. First of all, she said, thank you so much again. It's an honor to be invited up. She says she thinks that one of the things that has helped her a lot, she said from the beginning, she set objectives for herself. When she sold $200, she said, that's it, I want to go to 300 now. When she set that 300, she said, I'm going to go to 400. And that's how she's built her way up over the last 2 years.
Cuando fue mi primera orden fue de $200.
First order was $200.
Cuando ya fue la segunda orden fue de 425.
Second order was 425.
Fue cuando me dieron el 40%. Ya mi líder me dijo que siempre iba a obtener 40% con $400. Y ese fue mi objetivo más, que me dieran mi 40%.
She said that's when she hit 40%, and that her leader reminded her, as long as you keep those orders at that level, you'll always get the 40%. She says, I'm always going to want my 40%. Did I do that right? Did I translate that? The Latina, that's the Latina. She said, I always want my 40%. I'm not turning back.
Luego llegué a 700, a 800.
She hit 700, 800.
Ya cuando llegué a 900, a 1000, me gustó más el 45%. Pues ya llevo 2 años y ese siempre ha sido mi objetivo, subir más mis ventas.
All right, so I think what we're hearing here is that really not a secret, but the success is there's a drive there. And I think goal setting, how many times do you hear that? Goal setting. She goes to that next level and pushes the envelope. And it's fundamentals. It's fundamentals what Olga's talking about. Así que gracias, Olga. Gracias, felicitaciones.